What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. If you're new here, thanks for checking out the video. My name is Jeremy and this is Jeremy's Wild World. Now, before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, do excuse if I do sound a little bit nasally. Unfortunately, at the moment, at the time of recording this video, I am currently tested positive for COVID, so I am feeling a little bit under the weather. But I thought because it has been a month, that's the next thing I'm going to be talking about. Since I have uploaded a video, I did want to get on and make a video for you guys, despite having COVID and feeling a little bit ill. It's been so long since I made a video for you guys, and for all my subscribers I've stuck around, I really do appreciate it. And do not worry, I'm back now. I will be making consistent videos, hopefully every Friday, maybe get a live stream in every now and then, and potentially some podcasts recorded too. Now, jumping into today's video, guys, of course, we are going to be rehousing my absolutely gorgeous Eresus species blue adult female into a unseen universe acrylic enclosure. So today I'm going to be building it. You'll be seeing a time lapse of me trying to get this thing together, and then rehousing this absolutely gorgeous Eresus. I love Eresus species blue, and I am in the UK, so if anyone in the UK has a mature male and does want to do a breeding loan or want to lend the male to me to do some breeding, that would be absolutely fantastic. So before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to quickly say that according to my YouTube statistics, a lot of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more, click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell down below so you guys don't miss out on future content. Now, without further ado, let's start off today's video with me putting together this enclosure. So as mentioned in the beginning of today's video, I will be using the Unseen Universe medium-sized acrylic enclosure, and here it is right here, still in the packaging. As you can see, here are the dimensions, 15 by 15 by 15, a really nice acrylic cube. So I'm just going to crack open the packaging here, show you what's inside, and then we'll try to piece this bad boy together. So you can see right here, it's all packaged really nicely all together. Now this is one of the ones where you have to build it yourself. So that's going to be quite the funny time lapse. We'll see how long it takes me to figure out how to put this all together, and whether I succeed or not, we shall see. So just cracking open the packaging here, just like so. You can see here, this is, I believe, the front opening door. This is the top opening lid. So this is top and front opening, which is perfect for Eresus because it allows you to not destroy their webbing, as they typically do destroy or like to build their webbing around the lid and make like a weird kind of like cotton candy textured webbing. So obviously you don't want to destroy that. So I'm just trying to figure out the pieces here. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm going to try figure this out. See all the parts here. Here are the rubber bands to put it together. Don't know what these do, but we'll figure this all out in the time lapse. So let's begin that now. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the time-lapse of me attempting to put this enclosure together. Now, as you did see, the enclosure wasn't completely secure, so I did fiddle with it off camera to ensure that everything is put in place properly. And I must say, I am very impressed with this enclosure. Now, the reason why I went with this enclosure for this Eresus species blue adult female is for a couple of reasons. First of all, as you can see, the ventilation is absolutely perfect. Top and all of the side panels have ventilation holes as well, ensuring that it stays nice and dry, because if you guys don't know, Eresus do like their habitats dry in captivity. Pretty much no spraying at all, very, very bone dry substrate. And yeah, so this ventilation will ensure that, cross ventilation of course. But yeah, so the other reason why I wanted to go for this enclosure is because of the two opening lids. Now, of course, there is the top opening, like so. There we go, just like so. And then the front opening. Now, the magnet is pretty strong on this door. I have to do it with my thumb. But yeah, so I will be mainly using this, although I do have the option for this, because what I'm going to do is have her hopefully web up the back over here. I have a cork bark piece slanted across so she can make a little little hide with her webs and everything. So hopefully we'll stick around the back, so when I need to feed her or need to take out prey, I can just open the front door and not disturb her webbing in the back, as do not stress her out. So I'm going to escape this little enclosure off camera. I'll give you guys a look and then we'll get her rehoused. So now that the enclosure is all set up, I can show you what I decide to do with it. So just panning in here, you can have a look and see that the enclosure, I think, looks really, really nice. Looks really, really naturalistic. So let's talk about the insides of the enclosure. So starting off with the substrate, as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, Eresus do like to be kept dry. So this is a substrate mix of peat moss, topsoil, sand. Now, a lot more desert sand than usual that I would have in my normal mix, just to ensure that the substrate does stay dry. You don't want really any humidity, if like any at all, within the enclosure. So that's why I added a little bit more sand to ensure that it stays much more drier. I added some sticks I have collected from outside to give it a little bit more of a naturalistic look. There's some lichen bits in there to give it more plant life, like desert plants. If you're wondering what these little rocks are, this is actually more like a soft clay. Basically, when I went on holiday to the Isle of Wight, I collected a big bag of it. So I have sterilized it and it's really, really nice. You can see it looks really, really naturalistic. Like little pebbles and stuff, but it is brittle, so I can crumble it up if needed. So I really, really like the look of that. Now, of course, because it's a Eresus species blue going in here, I didn't use normal sphagnum moss. I used this desert moss. If you guys remember my Brachypelma amelia rehousing, I had the desert box, and this is the moss that came inside it. And of course, got to have the big piece of cork bark. What I'm hoping for her to do with this, you can see in the back, it's concave, and there's plenty of space back there for her to make a nice big web tunnel. But yeah, so that's the enclosure. Let's get a little look at the Eresus species blue adult female, and then we'll get her into the enclosure. So just a quick look at this absolutely gorgeous Eresus species blue. I got her out into the light box, one, because I want to take some thumbnail photos, and two, it gives you guys a nice up close look at her. As you can see, really, really pretty. She's just absolutely stunning. Now, I know it doesn't really look like she is blue at all, but you can kind of see it on the legs. It does reflect that slight blue tinge. When they are younger, they do display the blue much more, and the males are absolutely stunning. They're really, really adorable. I will probably throw a photo up in the corner to show you what the mature males look like. Again, in the UK, if anyone does so happen to have one, do let me know, because I would love to attempt to breed the species. But yeah, you can just look at her face, look at those little white spots, those beady little eyes, those big fangs. Of course, you know the Godunameno species, Wednesday from Tarantula Cat. These are pretty much the same, just absolutely cute and adorable. Like, look at that face and tell me that spiders are scary. But it looks like she's going for a wander now, so before we stress her out anymore, I'm going to get her rehoused. And now we finally move on to the most important part of today's video, getting this absolutely gorgeous Eresus species blue adult female rehoused. Now, this girl doesn't have a name currently, so if you guys have any name suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I definitely will pick one out, and I will announce it in the next video on what I decide to name her. So let's get her rehoused. Now, usually with most spiders, I would use a catch cup for like my husband and stuff like that, but because the rest of the day are so friendly, I can just handle her like so. She will just go for a little wander around my fingers. Absolutely adorable, you can just see right here. But yeah, so let's get her rehoused. I'm just gonna let her walk onto a finger and then just allow her to walk herself into the enclosure, just like so. There you go. Look at her, she's getting there. Little tippy taps, not too sure. Oh, there we go. She's in, and now she'll probably just do a little scurry around because, you know, new environment and everything. So hopefully she does settle in. Fingers crossed she does actually use the cork bark piece, because she might try to use the moss on the side here, but I'm hoping that she does use the cork bark piece and she does enjoy this enclosure, and hopefully we can get some feeding clips in the future, because I did specifically choose this cork bark piece because you can see right there that little cutout. I'm hoping she has a little tunnel there. I would just put like a cricket or a roach on there, and she'll scurry out and try to eat it. But yeah, so that is the end of today's video, guys. Now, before she starts to wander out of her enclosure, hey, we're supposed to go in, not out. Well, I'm going to let her wander on here and we'll put her back inside. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get into the outro. So that is in today's video, guys. What do you think? I'm really, really happy with how the video turned out. Fingers crossed that the Eresus species blue likes her enclosure as much as I liked how it turned out. Now, typically with spiders, they don't really go as planned. You know, with tarantulas, you guys have rehoused tarantulas before, and you make them a nice hide and they decide to dig up a corner instead of using the absolutely amazing hide you've set up for them. But hopefully she has crawled behind the cork bark, so fingers crossed it does like pan out, and I'll show you guys what the webbing looks like in the future when I do like a feeding video, or showing my true spiders or something like that. basically their web is really, really cool. I think it looks like cotton candy, but yeah, really, really adorable, and fingers crossed she does enjoy the enclosure. And yeah, so that's pretty much the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you would click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell down below so you guys don't miss out on future content. I'd also really appreciate if you guys are following me on Instagram, Jeremy's Wild World _ as well as Jeremy's Wild World.sales. I'm really active on Instagram, posting pictures and videos of the animals and infants I keep when I don't upload on YouTube. So guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.